Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents And Baby Makes Three, the 6-step plan for preserving marital intimacy and rekindling romance after baby arrives, by John M. Gottman, Ph.D., and Julie Schwartz Gottman, Ph.D., narrated by Randy Kay. Introduction. We loved being pregnant. Parenting had been hard to come by for us. 4 years of grueling fertility procedures meant Julie was nearly 40 and John 48 when pregnancy finally and miraculously arrived. In September, with Julie in her 7th month, we took a break from work and drove from Seattle to Yellowstone Park. In the car with windows open and hair flying, we sang along with Bonnie Raitt's tape Nick of Time at the top of our lungs. Cruising through Idaho, we had some of those great close conversations that you remember for years. Finally arriving late the next night, we rented a simple, rustic cabin and collapsed into deep sleep. But at 3 a.m. we both woke up. As we turned toward each other, John whispered, "It just came to me. I know what the baby's name should be." Julie asked, "What?" John replied, "Mariah." Julie's jaw dropped, and she exclaimed, "That's the name I was just dreaming about." We curled up again and dozed. It was just us and little Mariah waiting to be born. A few months later, in mid-December, the day was warm and beautiful like spring. Julie was very pregnant and huge. We got up, made toast and eggs, and she smiled and said, "I have to buy a winter coat." Shaking his head, John looked at her like she was nuts and said, "Wait until after the baby is born." "No," she said. John calmly repeated himself, thinking she hadn't understood. "Just wait, because if it fits you now, it won't ever fit you again. You're big, dear." And she said, "No, I want to buy a winter coat right now." So John thought of his motto, "Never argue with a pregnant woman." Sighing, he said, "Okay, let's go get the coat." Off we went. Julie bought a winter coat 3 sizes bigger than her usual. Content, she put it on. Then, as we exited the store, Julie said, "I want us to get chains for the car." Exasperated, John said, "Look, that makes absolutely no sense. Look around you. It's a beautiful, warm winter day, and it never really snows in Seattle." Julie said, "I don't care. I want chains for the car." From the clothing store, we drove to a car supply shop. The man behind the counter was big and burly. He said, "Yeah, I got chains for your car, but look, man, it never even snowed."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?